ede bremu ene enwumre atuni din highway sports every samre akopim se no nsia bebo ne entena na yemfa goodie mu nsem kama yemfa ensom ene ewo dwumadie no eso abadwafo nyina ewo fidua mu amobete omunka ebre pem the boss player ensom seated nemom aboafo bia dama ena yede nsem no ede bremu delight natural mineral water ensu a ewie upe bi anom na dehydration no aye kama ewo body nim de tanie delight nso no ye purify ni kama ewo clean taste no additive eco friendly packaging enti no ba bia wonam bia no timi di biko ba bia wo bia no timi numbi adwuma bia wo ye bia no bra delight natural mineral water eno ena ebebo apabi tonenom Nemboa ni pediano wa bra also san here energy. The tennis sound fresh 024408 5085 024408 5085. Not what to be and I say what to do at the acquire program bia we bia delight natural mineral water life within Bossaba electricals amount Kania or more cables or more standing fan ceiling fan or more air condition. Original certified cables, no energy commission approved. Bosheba MLB and net and a Bosheba Edin Shitawa Santimani Ghana Memu and FP and what ton Kanya Huniama Omo Mabe Toby Kono, Wamde Koyoma Jumano Moon say yes, correct. Bosheba Sebrana Bejo dear, Ewo Nasay, Doom PZ, KJ Market and Shiny Bosheba building a prison runabout, Ewa Doom and a Fantata for Dynamuso, Okoha, Ubehum Bosheba. Electricals 03-220-30-838 and a 0536-095-966 on a Boshaba and in Como Promise Herbal as was a brand abajin nupani bi ewo ho abibi jua yadi nubrani hama ejaya ebo amani pediano yade bia edi ni nyano wayi ede efri ho immune system no u boost ne kama said be ya obeko atia yade bia ere ni pedianum general body weakness ni pains enu pay e free ho stress no edre be manage na fe digestion akoso ye ewo ni pedianum bra promise eba na be je nu pai bi ewo ehonom de tene so do ani chrem ewo edum Bosheba Plaza ene Methodist Church edum de no edi animhwe abronsan we ye Oyepa FM and afa Promise FM yewom no oba ubenya Promise Herbal 0535 544 681 0535 544 681 only Promise Herbal edin koma bofu ya dama and the highway sports at time when and you may ever casa fidie no as so Mr. Eugene Adu Poku striker I crowd seated but the African print correct yes is so the I don't know akum kama linspray is why yeah Juma boss good evening
one can I say
na zina say adene boy dey
Strain baby omo den nam dey
easy e be kakra you say
e say dey utotu akowo no
easy e say di nso na gu so sa say
over my first strategy for
sao
ese me kire wo
just o kire me
okay
e boy pa
my strategy ni say ansa na ato aso quick one na ya to aso okay eti yemfa ne so watare e hye we say come here register wo
sa so we na free consultation ti no
me afie ko bia dama
okay
na ayi me papa akwasi eduwa wonya no ba bi ko say me maton full spin
oh me jodi
so on maton full spin
and then na obon wan you
maton full spin enti kwaya fa so siesi atare de enya hwe kura no me wo ho skills kakra so tere me chana say oh can o the box iron to atare da
oh yes
sir
say yeah time request no mo mpene my em for electric iron my
okay tina we use
ti ba bia ya connect socket crack kone senior house prefect ono nkwa ne dormitory
okay
ti ba bia ka bia box iron ti e co pantry o ba bia om no aduane no
de jagum no
ai oh me use bi okay o di jagum anu o to koba o ye mistake kra ho anoma bi na si so na lock no etimi tu na ja na hwe agu atare so
ti is a strategy ni say
yeah
atare abesha na ebi o china o de ba adwuma no enwure ya oduru fia
okay
fansuo pete so na pe rubber tuntum rubber ya yi bi poly tuntum ya peche yi penu bi na fa atawodi nsuo ne pete so afa hye rubber nim na chechire ba make sure so betete ho kakra ma space abem na so wo fridge
yes
fa hye freezer ho
Kaish. So formula we meaning for entire black, especially black jeans.
Efa baby
okay, to we na no pana.
To we na no. O dey say me man say o ta to ntare bia be 6 mu na. Okay, so the obantem.
Yeah.
To ntare be 3.
We dey say 3 to 4.
To the obesori akwa kodware no yi atare no hatem kakra.
Na from afam. To be ban still na.
O dey ayo ni siso lin spray bia no eche. Okay, TM obi bia akwa ba bia ma higher promise 102.7 Jumadi ani din highway sports. Yes, so no nsia na afi no nsia kase bo no aba beto so de amaye wadi kan ti Solomon Katanka. Na Jumadi no ekoso na no solo promise radio 102.7 ho na betimi do messages afasa so na promise life say no your promise life on
promise life
and so Facebook
yes
also betimi do messages afa
for no money adi omo adi enya papa on say mienu no magiko for na and also magiwadi
de omo de media
mane nya hwe say
minya abrantie bi no obeya mame a
omo ampanyi kra na omo the news ba so magine de
emja omo je media no omo ampanyi dia no omo ampanyi no omo media
omo ampanyi dia say omo agi menu ano mpe subsidiary accounts ya account dia
na arawo sem ne sa kwa ne sa fa me page na o si Donald Trump 2024
kra twam omo agini o
but social media
social media handles no baby a build dia obre ba ko pa X no obre papa enye easy say obenya following
onim say yi
consistency de bia wo so ya active ho
akwa no fa yi no o say most you for phone one page a o say o phone so na wo ko
yes
and information but say you know seriously for the past be and can say be 2 days ni there
don't share down call
my bre
unless omo je be 2 days ni
solo me so ya no pa fe de me se me ko ho etimi kwa me say normal yi a omo ye ya e bi omo timi ka so e bi asa be fa information no say the be ya page no benya ne back first one second one third one na me say no ma menje me wife na me hade timi je na fe me call ne s na me bo me ya afi de Donald Trump 2024
so much cry ye bibia o na say ho pa I think Monday ahomache me ba adwuma me be Facebook no man message say unusual activity bi akoso on account nim enti me change my password so quickly I was say me kona me ko change password no because ya na omo try anti no say Facebook na timi identify say we there enya akwa na person ru account ni because omo try passwords ni bi no omo try
kwa omo fa but ye ready nyame be ye omo me hu omo nyina so bo omo bobo nya bo kitwa
omo je account na ma no
ai e bi timbo $500 nyina so lo asempa na make no so one penny do
say ai business o
eno kwa so say ai
50-50 ana
there be one case 50-50 o say me man ai 10 to 15 days
I give $500
aye
and then give creative from near the 500 no ato followers ka kregu so be easy me
probia me na bombosia na ese me de aye e chi no de me twia ma no
we is one who's in koto onu is ye party area o emfa no but so betimi ne coffee witty on X ono zo eni deal na nka o hezo betimi aboa wa
Coffee witty be bafo wa
Coffee witty on X and I say captain Siasia on X
Siasia do ni ho bafo ni me hu no okay eti solo yenye ne mfa hyehyɛ so ene nkomo ha ebedi enche obewura amonone na afiyedi amonone nkomo ni wi a Clementino the darling boy eba betena se na afi nsem ewo fie Clementino ede aguo ede amaye owia abedwafo no ewo fie ha bafo wa edi kan tena se Alhassan Said Kofi Zakitu ono so ewo fie ha se Obed obetene nka e wo fia. Team of producers ne Samuel K Mensa afi Solomon Carter born again. Baba Isa and Tupac Amarusha Ko. The Galamsey commentator. I don't know. Ono so e kan ho bi no munyina akeka boma. O maboabo ansem na no aya betina ha enwumrei de ebremo e wo promise 102.7. Baby bia wo bia no ye de wase se wo de afidie no e de ato ahase. Bafo wo akwaba.
Major so boss.
Bafo wo in his polo shirt.
Polo shirt.
A shirt to esikafo na e she.
Yeah, check shirt we.
Polo shirt.
Yeah, na de woni say shirt na polo.
Polo abo na odem no. Polo.
Abo na ye polo no.
Se ponko bi tin so.
Na ye polo no.
A de no ko bo hockey.
Yeah, polo for.
Enti hockey na ye polo na sa abo no na de otene so.
De ni man no polo.
Say almost sign almost symbol no.
A game no. Polo.
Polo a game na ye polo.
Brand is on power.
Very expensive.
Yes. Boss what polo no. Le gina mu pa anti ne ye sheda ba railway line.
Let's say titi atade.
O wa che e na omo ntade nyina so ye quality. Omo so ntade pa na ohia spray na ne e kan wa asem no. Omo ntade be bremu odu ntam bia o so boni spray na e gina so
say gina ho.
Awurade a. Na kwa bi she railway line so na no kra no. O ba line gu hu ne orders egu on. Benya polo mi no.
Very expensive. Nine hours. Yamasulu nwimre. Ana obi kakra bi abeka.
Oh, ensem ho de.
Nsem ho.
De di kan no kotoko.
Nsem ya ho.
Kotoko akoduru wanchi.
Okay.
Na
am ya bo ajo mo so.
Arrival no. Your video no.
Odi ruwa wanchi no.
Odi ruwa wanchi ne home hotel ne ade no nti. Eno no ebeba.
Okay.
Na wa unipa Joel communication
Joel Jempe
for Inswatreman na wakansemo wunsem ni bia waka na ebra efi bra police incident nsi ye no and Joel ehwe biegu ho na by the candidacy of Solo ne Clementino ne Samemo no yatima convert bia
Titino de baba
no so ye ba minim sa akodi tu no ho abati because tama ne ye ho ebeko tu ne ho mo ye ho adwuma no na no nya yi bat finally yetimi aye na osi players no mo ko fie no omo awofo mo free but ye dey not ho but what can say be osi the Ghana Football Association entimi play the role as mother body bra in 70 won say sanse we waka wahada say nanka the GFA should have be the middle amba hwe insuetama kotoko SSA nanka ankori eno so waka ho nsem wahada nti ena de Joel sema wakofa de abakrum ha de enya asem ketwa na
woni ma de ba ko amema afele bi aside pole issue no ade ba kwa man so atemafo no mo bu afu sa fe kwa the league no mo biem ne say omo se efe no ebe so mo de omo soso na eye 18 clubs no but at the same time no omo de omo soso no omo de omo soso am ye wie season no se de be mo free mu a ense we yen so atemafo nko
oh yes so wutie Joel Krana onam sa kwan no so
omo ne Samates first leg e wa boy referee na okodi first leg wa boy no return leg no mbebo no ba bia ni na wo twetwe
nanu ye no
sa referee na sabedi na go fon tan san no we yo mu meet yo mu yo bi otia se
ensi mi hu bi da
and of or say
obi no ho ye referee so se referee
omo rese de efe ni si ye yo mu nyoma na fine omo tia se so omo ne kotokonya issue and okache me say ekwan bi so omo nso atema na as a football club
omo handle no mayi yeah enu nti na mo fo say na nkase kada efe nu e play the role as a mother body na
and na won say nso atema no omo wo bi wo ho a ayi de owo ayi competition organization committee o se wan homo mo ye competition committee unse nso atema for ayi Afonso so ni dini ese
omnipa bi wo ho no
so a member of it ono so every president ni nipa no
nipa
it omo hu ni say omo mu se ye chesi wo mo aye players ye po mabo mo na for mo say be duru park so so mo say be bobo so a efe ni person ofa kwan bi so no mo ko relegation it is so mo be ball league no na ye be chase so mo players no mo say be boka
ade abobu akọ relegation
matches ne on dey akọ relegation there no mo ja boy o
matra be atena
case close
yeah case close
it issue no ba kono no
no so be ka ho
na say ka me feel say nka omo boy no call relegation to some extent nka ye chance omo
na kom ga eden
uja boy formally who good team
no kwe o ni say
team no
inso asema no solo inso asema no e ko division 1 na premier this omo ton team no division 1
o hwe ni sa nti ono no say wo de wo kan de so obeton na say division 1 club nti wo ha no ho league no obo wa mo ye bending se na F4 no ye de division 1 no do mo ko
league ne de o jaibo anano ne mra ne wo ho no e ban ye you free ye demotive
eno na F4 ne
be so be no ban ben na de koma
so de emfa ne say bia o de waja kwatena fie bia o be say
wa sem ka wa chiri
oh mi so
ono wa se odwen wo ban ho
team no say wagu no team agudi o ma ne ban na de no de be
anti no say de
am the place nyina kofie
place no ko
but me problem ni say baby ana me how park se pa ni senka in so atechro letter na list GFN should have sent a reply to them
they won free o
I'm afraid I call.
I'm catch say omo accept omo letter.
Omo nyintum.
They be into the document here. Document just so never send.
You see I for no position. Omo intina dan make so omo ye the omo play the wait and see.
But omo ka so omo nyintum no. Assurances be no the mark club no.
Assurance be no.
E better na if na assurance.
Na say na no ka say omo letter nim no. Ye nyina ye hu say letter no a security concerns. Say be a GFA ni make.
But the GFA is not a security body. They cannot provide assurance of security anymore.
At least that say omunye security body but unse nsem ni nyina si ye no ye nim say kwan akotoko ye fa so bo mo ba me nim say club na
akotoko for na ye arrangement
omo na ye arrangement ye but the mother body no so at least o show concern or
na Joel Kano say efe no to omo jeje mu
enyo kra na be man security at least show concern na efa quite like the
mother body
one mama pay security the attack.
Yes, the mother body could have done that. Anything that Joel can say, Oma to Oma JJ mu.
Oh, anything
na say kwano. Ade a omodi aba ne say, omo so omo obia. Say a group of people, say a body, say individual. Obey a mediator between Insuatraman and Kotoko. Nanka why reconciliation. So omo yes nya obi no yes ade a and then come sign akofefre players na bo league no.
Bafo.
According to Joel.
Wow, offer. Penini. Answer at my end there. Honorable Ignatius Bafo.
Okay, say more for one young for. Also, did Ufi Bafo so na me basha one yam offer. Oh, we say Bafo ebushia.
Oh, Jani oh.
But offer. When you me direct offer, one yam no be akoboma.
Ignatius Bafo honorable.
Obey
ni dibre. E wo Ghana ha. Na se ni team. Ene Asante Kotoko akobobo. Akofa asem kesese yaba. Na honorable Ignatius Bafo wu a entimi anhwe ensiesie Asante Kotoko ni Nsuatrama ntema. Hwan na be siesie? Baba hwan na be siesie? Ode me bisa wo ana asem na me kanu ntia se.
Oh. Eti asie.
Because ye po bi obetimi asiesie e yo no. Kotoko ne wo wura. Ana Bafo meboa. Yesu nya yesu enim se Asante Kotoko wura opem so tumfo se etu. Ade ba ko ope eye nkabo mu ani asomdwe. Ade every day o preach. Enti se opem so na nanoma bebobo. Ne mu ba ko afrim a udibre a wanya e wo Ghana ha na so wuntimi nyina so emfansi esie sa de we a hwan na wo hia ne biem. Ana na wo fa se Bafo wo wona pese obefa wo. Na uko jina ntemu.
Me pese be bisa question bi. Sisi e na no kwasiada. Basake fo ko jina park so nso atrefo anko. Enti ye be fa ne se sa match no. Ye be fa ne sen. Se
the points in the
points into Basake.
FA be award the points into Basake.
I was almost like teams.
Never teams at 3 points.
The next match ye ko bono tune. Say na this is the way amode ko nya dade.
But say got 3 games Pemra no got 3 games. Na on show up for the 3 games ni nyina na. then FA no who kwan so mu yi omu free league nim. After 3 games o man show up.
Omo say league no mo bi. Omo kan so man kan o man kwa wo. Omo next league mo man ko.
Ba me FA na see to some extent say matches na was in so atrebo no. In the interim o man koso.
Ni nyina ne say.
Because you see as FA can say okay on say o montime. Me so my appointed referees na dey anko. Na be ko na so atrebo
aba. Because nano emrana wo be kan mai no. Say minimum say wo ko here 0.7 the same law no. Or see if a club makes preparation towards a match and the match is cancelled by the organizers, the club shall the FA shall pay the club an amount of 2,000 Ghana cedis as compensation.
Yeah.
Where the club provides the GFA that the money expended was more than the 2,000 cedis. The GFA may order the organizers to pay the difference in addition. And he say ya FA ni ya aware say nsu atraman for onko. Na yet omoma clubs ni ko gina ho no no. Would the FAB that can somebody push or test this law, or does it fall within the confines of the law?
But the woman in say, yeah, they come on say, in so at a month for say, teen tone time, Tino, Omoguno.
And no, I don't know.
Assembly, so the young
boss, you're common on it. Now, Sassam way so there be our come from Hamid Baba can as on the baby me
and the tone
Mestre born nominee in your normal control room honor. Say, say a young apostles ne Kotokomachi, I mean, Mohun somebody get fee naba, but a 50 for popular stand. And I think 100 or so for
my
more than 20 cities crowd.
Solomon Kata.
Boss. All right. Yes, I see free Rahu Asensio. Na say na unim say when you maiden call up to the Spanish national team na Rahu Asensio. Din komo and was in the middle of training session back in Madrid and Ancelotti. Eban in chain and Obekacha and is unim sa can Spain. One national team squad and oh say a honey who drino na teammate in ban in chain ebe congratulatina or say na a Nigeria pa edemano wa brown also enya sa call up no to Spain. One national team na Orano Mechema ko Asensio akwadane nsemo what they are tuja and the area and so and no Christian Eriksen they say confirmed Man United they are tuja player nankasa and so confirm as the end of the season nya dia or to aso esia kan e Manchester United wa mu bobo ko ni BMT or Free United as a free agent confirmation no every player no any club na so ye aba ye de ho nsem no edema mo e wo dwumade ne so ko Arsenal wo mo aso ye officially yes Arsenal bobo ko no wo mo any Bukayo Saka asase edin komo we former talks on person wo mo extend Bukayo Saka ne contract wo with Arsenal bobo ko BBC and this san komo we a giantino in coming days and weeks ube se Bukayo Saka best and ejem ama Arsenal wo ebobo kona no so enkoma eba eno no Madrid a confirm esa Fran Garcia wepra na wanya muscle injury into kwatena fie na watwe se miensa ekwa na wa bra Ferland Mendy and so any available weekend gamer and I say after international break matches Madrid bebono and ya dia Ferland Mendy and so ebe to me SC akainu bia ya dia hunsem no edemamo and no me confirm Mark Casado ni ligament no edemamo we pro ni koto gem ewie and a Barcelona the official statement edia babonte bossa de no wo mu chemu Mark Casado ewo ebeko out 2 months bosumi mienu ontimi mo enfama FC Barcelona wo mo boboko na mo chemu sa prawe no mbehwe ne nkakra kranya ade a erikwa surgery entomo fa sikan enkan boy no ne ho ebeto na no so nkamo no eba 2030 World Cup unim say eye host nations miensa na stadium baako a na campaigning for ehwe ni musa wo Spain won be use the World Cup no Riyadh Air Metropolitano baby Atletico Madrid omusi akan no na yeso ko Atletico neya omu contemplate say won be withdraw esa stadium na dia frame ni nyina ne say omusi FIFA achro mo esa so omu stadium no omu de bebo World Cup ni bi age say 1 month to event no womu loni stadium ni de ma FIFA no say 1 month ne so omu concert bi o ma hyehyɛ isha ho a so omu concert na a team ni belu su be say 20 million euros and some be ma 20 million euros per kokwade any Metropolitano no one be withdraw hosting right no at the free stadium no abra World Cup ne ba so ntimi hosting games ni bi Spain and also come on no eba ye dimamo dwumadie no so what is a William Saliba summer clubs ni bebre epese wo mo de office eba no mo tempting us na we say be a boy no one be turn on every club ni mo yes say officially enya dia offer biaba na Arsenal bobo ko ni confident ese William Saliba obetena movement bia enkoso na mom yes Arsenal nankasa nya dia woman boy no I share contract renew and come obi aso a woman hwe ni mu say bia nche woman Saliba betena se no ma hwe say ne contract owo with the Gunners one be stand e Germano na bibia koye enso de ma boy na no so nkomo Carlo Ancelotti na no oche so de betu dwa say ada Spanish Football Federation as La Liga penning for ebe mo game a omanya 72-hour rest no wo mo game no na ene ya Javier Tebas abe reply Carlo Ancelotti Tebas and La Liga president na odi atuja o say 14 years ni a free say European competitions yes e bobi ya wada teams boya wada ebe bo kwesiada 72 hours omobo enye Spain ko okwa England ombo okwa Germany ombo okwa Italy ombo enti adie nko na Madrid wo ma hunti omoka se time aye mo omobo Wednesday ni Saturday na nya enough some rest so hemo a 72-hour period football mra ne kire some betum dia ma team am na prepare for game ti dia Madrid e kano wom kope ba bi ntia na Ancelotti krade onimbo mu onimra no ene o tewo keka de ene de ne nyina ne say 72 hours ne de ye mre da ho utimi de ma team e ma ne bobo so he na akonya ne wo ho nko ade a o de ma na wo so bo enti Madrid o mo nsem na o mo ka no enso bia ni ma Javier Tebas wono so etia wo de e ba na no me confirm ma ese Denzel Dumfries Inter Milan wo mo player no wa back to Inter omo assess ni nyina ne say we pull out of Netherlands almost squad we dey call international break na bad news say ba edema Inter Milan they tell you yes after international break per checks omo ye for player no injury no enya dia Coppa Italia game Inter any AC Milan bebo Denzel Dumfries ebebo bi uye no free wa omo say omo ne Bayern Munich first leg our Champions League player no doubtful eso be sia kan de ama Inter wo mo eboboko no muguso a assess ni engineer eno so nkomo a eba eno no na Fiorentina weekend no mo chi Juve any investors ko mo papa say Juve be she go be a double chance Juve bi che Juve 2 goals still Fiorentina show mo na game ne koso no ena Fiorentina fans omo ye tifu we na sa tifu no omo tro Italian kasa edigu so omo kire Juve murder eno ye Italiano kasa yes oko PM ewo Serie A aso ya wo mo kire mo asa kasa no atem didie racist comment enti omo the warning ama Fiorentina eso omo ntu omo supporters nefo eno masa for any Fiorentina 50,000 euros for Sati for no go display Juve. Womo so a gamer omo and omo a boy almost omo bo omo kokwa do nim ambe sadie we biem sa racist chant any comment we stadium biano womo ebe bani omo a eno warning na Serie A womo so empanyin for de ama Fiorentina omo team no ɛne ɔmo akyitaafo ɛno so ɛnkɔmɔ no ɛba yɛngyina so na yɛmfa nkurɔfo nkuro so nsɛm no ɛnsiɛnɛ anwummere wɔ highway sports dwumadie no ɛso Clementino ayɛ ready ɛwɔ ha dwumadie no ɛtoa so.
This is 102.7 FM.
Okay, solo yɛbɛda ase Clementino the darling boy atena se a ɔde nsɛm ɛwɔ fie eguo ɛde amaye nti tino akwaba
yɛne adwubo
bibia bɔkɔdeɛ
nyame adom
ɛkwan no wanim
good yɛnwuram kakra na Ghana ɛhwɛ ne mu sɛ nyame adom a efiada yɛne chart ɛbɔ ɛwɔ Accra Sports and wie yapɛ no na yɛtoa Madagascar ɛwɔ Morocco na players no touch it down no Elisha Owusu mixing in action no and a communication director Henry Asante Chum confirm sɛ ɛnokrɛ wɔn team no ɛto ɔmo nkra na team no ɛto nkra no na kyɛ sɛ ɔso mo yɛ ntantam ɛkɔfrɛ Lawrence Ajekum ɛde ne ba bɛhyɛm Henry Asante Chum a confirm
Elisha no kese Elisha entumi amma Saturday no na the club to nkra say the waka into entumi amma. Of course he's one of the very loyal servants we have had since 2022 our team. Immediately the coaches looked on their list and omo decided say ombe Abante FM Lawrence Echekum na wabeshana na nyame adom sisi amino kasi Lawrence is in camp. He has arrived in terms of players we are training and run that is true. We have 3 goalkeepers and 6 outfield players, and now we are training. Kudus are training because he was excused by the coach. There were a number of arrivals. Christopher Bolusuba by Nyaki by Jerry Free Abitu, Abu Francis Abitu, Enes Nihama Abitu, Jerome Poku Abitu, Alexander Jikuaba, Kingsley Schindler, and Eliza Annan. The name said he was supposed to come late in the night after 12 but we are not I think we have had almost all the players in camp at this point. Nyame Abdumwa and training so Accra Sports 5:30 and for the second time today's training is open to the public. We will train behind closed doors.
Henry Asante Chum and I make a confirmation. Elisha Owusu sentia went to me ama when training shaya da ho and now they atu and movie no no see bibia ne ho wo ya want me obeyi aban asin chen aban a development partner and nti omo recognize the oye bia na bibia ne ho abeyi aban ntawachi a ebeyi.
We have to recognize the fact that government is a development partner. All over the world, football development is done hand in hand with the government. Since Oluwa Kofi Adams taking over as Minister for Sport and Recreation, first one it was concerning instruction incident. The second time we went to him was to introduce the new technical team to the minister, and then yesterday before agreement omojidi said omo die football na no omodi football muntiti my omo die football anymore. I was said yene abano enya trakabi na only abano benya traka three diverse way the representative of the president as far as sports is concerned a minister no intina and I call him answer. First of all, he was to introduce the executive council to him and then the regional football association chairman as well to him. A program to tie in to a match I remember on Friday, in the course of football development, what we have been able to do so far since 2019 administration will take over. Some of the policies we have rolled out, there was a need for us to update the minister to give him first-hand information on a number of issues that have happened during the last 4.5 years or so. And then, of course, he also assured the council, say, they are buying it to me, from policy formulation to infrastructure development and development of football at large, and then also a need for government to see to come to the aid of the sport. We're discussing minister now a copy of a document we have put together, copy IFN, date of Ghana football, a man copy. This detailed across various competitions, policy interventions, initiatives. We give him a copy of that document.
Free Henry so na yenko yaw ampofu ankra my Liverpudlian supporter NSC director NSC director you and the support no my blasters no say ebetumi a obi ava support no and my blasters was here for disappointment no and 2 chances here.
Mr. Ghana fans, supporters and Empire Ball, whatever it is to support the team. Yeah, for disappointments, we're entering China. Yeah, focus on match Naibabebo on Friday to get a very good performance, a good win, and of course 3 points. Honorable Kofi Idi Adams, Sports Minister, Wamame, full brief, and of course teamwork. I am a boss, and while signing everybody to do a specific job, and we report to him, and so far he's been very supportive and his leadership has been exemplary. In a few days now, Mastate Ejumano, he's been very supportive and he's always been there. Until here, Bibia, we need to call on him and he's there to provide. And what we can do is that apart from playing body now, Kasa, to win the 3 points, there are other facets that we need to also focus on to ensure that the ecosystem of Ghana football is also revived. Not just football, but other sports as well. It is so far, no, I don't have any complaints. Yes, a very challenging. It's early days yet, but I think we've started on a very good note. Jameboa, you began 3 points on Friday, and then we take it to another level.
National Sports Authority boss, Yao, and for Ankara, and on the highway sports, Mountain and Kano. Yanya clubs in Majumaka, Miura Kotoko, Prosperity Ogum, and a head coach, and I did to just say, Ghana continue the Nyabete. We had distance and cover a very, very difficult answer. Now, we are game against some test. No, we be 7 miles. We ban one said you try.
Very, very difficult looking at the distances we have to cover. If you look at our last game against Samates, we had to spend about 7 hours to Samaboy and then another 7 hours back to Kumasi. So about 14 hours on the road, which is more than half a day. It makes the players very tired, physiologically and mentally, it makes them very tired. But then that is the nature of our league. The distances, the roads are not good. The type of buses we all use here, as I've said before, are not sports-related buses. So sometimes the players become fatigued on board, even though when we are going, we stop along the way for them to walk some few distances to ease the stress. But then still, it's tiring. But then what we are also doing at the moment is to make sure that we also give them a lot of rest, and then we also regulate the intensity, the duration, and the frequency of our training programs so that they have more time to recover. Because the maximum you have in between a game is 3 days. For instance, we played on Sunday against Legon Cities, and then we played on Wednesday, so 2 days in between. And then we played on Saturday, which is another 2 days in between. And then we are going to play today, which more or less is about 3 days in between because we came back on Sunday. So it has not been that easy. We've spoken to the players that the periods that we give for them to rest, they should make sure that they rest. That's the only way they can regain their energy back and get the job done for us.
Na coach Ogum na nkofo fi se bia players a omunya suspension e won so atre game no e over weekend ya na ze chenampo omusi akan no wose da bi be cover best 4 matches nti enye over wo ka play Camara and na Chedwamana
Lee, Kamara, Che, these players are on suspension. They're what happened at Nsuatre. So they've been given a 4-match ban. So the Legon Cities, they didn't play against Samates too. They didn't play. And then tomorrow too, they are not going to play. And then if you add the Nsuatre game, that makes it 4. So it's because of suspension. If you look at the rest, Lodamwa, Itamidu, Bassi, Santi, the rest, they are all as a result of injury situations. But then some of them are recovering. If you look at Abetamwa, he's getting back gradually. He's training with the youth team, and we expect that very soon he will join. The rest are also doing same. So I'm sure very soon with the suspensions over and then with the injury situation getting better now, I'm sure we'll have more depth in our squad. But then irrespective of that, as you said, we had only 3 first-team players as substitutes on the bench at Samates. We had MP, we had Eduku, and then we had Babayaya. These were the players on the bench as first-team players. But then we're able to manage to contain Samates at home. And I would like to use this opportunity to congratulate the boys for what they did on Saturday. They were very resilient, they were tough, they were determined to get us the victory. And if you saw especially the way they played in the second half, they did very well. So kudos to the boys. I've already told them that per the situation that we have, those of them who are available now, they should be able to hold the front so that when the rest come to join, we'll already be in a good position to compete for the title, so that when they come to join, the workload wouldn't be that difficult or it wouldn't be that stressful for them to continue from there. So I think it has sunk very well into their mindset. They are behaving accordingly. We are all happy as a technical staff as playing body. I'm sure the supporters are also happy. Management is also happy. And we are happy because if you look at our current situation, the suspensions and the injuries, and we are still able to compete to be at the top, it shows that there is a lot of commitment, a lot of dedication, a lot of self-belief in what we are doing. So we are all excited that even though in our predicament, we are still occupying the summit of the league table. And what we're trying to do is to make sure that we regulate our training programs and then add a lot of rest to the training program, more rest, and then our recovery training programs to make sure that we are specific, we don't stress them too much, and then show them a lot of videos, individual videos, group videos, team videos, for them to know their performance. I've been telling them there are 3 things a coach can do at the highest level of football. 1, the coach can talk to you about tactics. You have to listen and then go and read more about what he's asking you to go and do. 2, the coach can show you videos of what he wants you to do so that you go and look for more videos to also, augment what the coach has shown to you. 3, the coach can talk to you about what he wants you to do, show you videos about what he wants you to do, and then take you to the field and then train you on what he wants you to do. But then the situation we find ourselves in is sad that we don't have much time to be on the field, to be training them on what we want them to do. So as professional players, as top level players, they have to be very attentive. They need to focus so that whatever little details that we give to them about a game, about themselves, about the opponent, they keep note of it and make sure that they go according to that.
Mikoyo bechem, but before that, Dangerman be video no has djuma e de amamu. Kotoko akodu techiman na de nanu jibo hunu ya na woka no. O de amfanto so ansa Danger be ho adwuma. Nemom de etie ne se Bambo ni de no a jibo bibia ansesa. Mema ma no tuwenya baba mu asem from park no ye kowura mu enko ho. Okay, ene Fabra na ye hwebra team no fantastic. Hey, Techman masa squad dey je wo. Anti hi Techman. Team no akolojo Techman. Di Diwo, Tibla now more touchdown. Yes. Nti we ya hwanu no. Tinu duna DKC no. Yes, commander so dey we abambo phone nti. We anu nti Diwo, mema machira omu na be yadwuma ni nyina da mo. Ma video ne naso na mi nko we obechem na bechem so nti Lion Sec 106 Techiman. Nti detie eno na ye kowe obechem dia bechem midfielder set kojo NSA has for game mu ebo na chena no. Yes, pressure bia enu mo so obo hasa ye big game nanso enye field no so no me be cancel field no be chere
the pressure be in ho say the coach can because when he has a buy one of the biggest game, but you respect them as a big club, but not on the field of play. We take the game against them, high home ground, and they are prepared very well as a big match, but on the field of play, a different ball together, and they taking game after game. He put 2 things in place. Wednesday, supporters and said they should come to the stadium on Wednesday in their numbers supporting. Number bar say the coach can yes, will be and calm it down. Impaired to trust them in your minds and fata. Amumbra na nyambo Wednesday say bomo mani aje.
Good, Jibo. Yemfa de aka no ema abudwafo na omumra ema to aso me adomu a de aka bia no echena ye de beba e wote business so 625 na de aka nyina no aba beto to aso Jibo.
This is 102.7 FM.
Okay. Promise 102.7 Mamenchia a minua penny. But for him Tokis. Tokis. Unim Tokis.
It didn't sound familiar pa.
Okay, Mamenchia Tokis. Na audio now was send the amameno Tokis. Mintie ne entie ne china.
Untie audio no.
Mintie.
What in the moon seven na untie cry.
Mempese matidi wo.
Umpese wetie nso. Sir.
Aye.
Na sa wonim de wo mu na wantie beda mu.
Ese o ka no. Wona na se na so peka foforo. Nti may arrangement amount.
Okay.
Na Tokis asesa ka na.
No aboa me. Okay.
Na okwo anim.
I said no upgrade e dia.
Oba susu hia ka.
Ono so upgrade sa.
Nti ono so Ema Tokis aso to de ama no.
Na audio no untie.
Yakit to de ohia moto.
David one day moto sen. Wa twi moto sen. Ono so so baka em.
No konanim.
Ending Tokis on command.
Oh yes. Tokis do be so to need.
Mamenchia Masakobi or be
so to need. And they say the oko.
Be kwa about to so the castle ye to ti wo chia no.
They say the oko.
Enti o de be
Mema Tokis aso to. Ama bibia e kama.
Because event be ASAP.
But yini de audio ni de mintie ni ne enti.
Na wonim de wo ka wo.
Ho hia.
De obey ma ye obey be ne akose obi pa na we na say.
Ontimi nye hu.
Yo.
Ontimi nye hu.
Tokis wo de ye chia wo.
Enti Tokis no. Na ye nchia Maxi the car dealer.
Maxi the car dealer, yeah.
So be quarrel about.
Maxi the car dealer.
Ye nchia no. Maxi de me do ko abafo be nya problem.
Sir.
Eno no wo animu.
Maxi.
Oh.
Telephone.
Say nya ni sir but say ne enya le sa den ya se ne abonde ja ko nya do kwa
asemo say kana ne boy din se bibi no
say the card here oguru ho ahwa utibeti o
say can if you difference ni mo
de si fie de toka so si
fie pepe ni say ni mienu so anu atwusu ba ko
wo obi a wo ni mienu a na abona
baso enye dai sa Kofi na wi aboko de.
Oh nyame adom.
Nyame ekoso kama de.
Oh nyame
aboko.
Bibia fine. Kokrem sa bibia fine na. See am so.
Say na number say.
Le date say.
And 18. It's 18 days. Tiaka 12.
12 or
13.
12 or 11.
12 or 11. Yeah, more than 12.
There is 29 or 30.
Oh, okay.
Sana.
Okay. I made them betray.
Yeah, see, I'm say office was here na to pack. Aba ko wana akwatana nche na wapana chao.
Aso to ni issue.
No so to ko wana akwatana nche na wapana chao. Ko we ya. Nze ya to pack office wo dey.
So we case.
We be office wo.
No ba.
O de won kan.
O de so no ni asem na office o to
be do.
Deja yankwai. Ngakaka ko mi say tiefo ni bebem. Na me refi say ebobo producers ni din na say send the message say ade.
Oh around.
On so a production ni bi.
Around. So
ni mo ni din. Captain Siasia.
Na homeless studio.
Oje.
Homeless studio.
Them so where from?
Oh yeah no comment to one.
Where from?
Boss me da say. So kotoko issues no. We share ogum shoes ma enye easy. Having only 3 senior players at the bench at this time of the season. On say Sabre ena ye nkakaka ye be enter into the home stretch. Baby a DG league ni man ye no. I want to say ye bo run and say ye bo run. And he said and time space is not them one. What they ball matches no. Na fatigue if you are set in. Na afi ube tenwani se ba ne se bia obi abre ana bi obi apra na esese ukọ ye change na ube twani akọ he bench ho no na se omo wo ho no mo no arehemu no wo fom a we ye coach a edin pa enti it's not easy to be in his shoes at this time of the season.
My mental list players been so far no manya available no. So obobo dino. Obobo dino. For instance, obi to say Blay will have to serve this match because
FNU decided say instead of the 3 matches now anka de sa match na no mo bono ka ho no rather no ye punish wo mo nti aye no 4 matches if you say it is done say considering the magnitude of the offense no it mean the matches ni become ho nti enye necessary by force I say 3 matches as in we have been looking at, but at least 4 matches. So Blay is not there, Kamara is not there, Chejamina is also not there. Omumia and Sanoa, Omunya, that issue no are not there. And then you almost also injuries in other issues. Even a near can MCN no crack and a person can was a bit say a basi say we're praying for a long time and it doesn't look like he's coming back anytime soon. So I bet I'm on Munina. So clearly, and I make a minute say
on as you coach in 24 training grounds, only coaching Yano.
I
Bassino.
Bassidia, ni stay in the club no is shaking. On this, I'm here no antenna.
Only coach Yano.
And the meetings yes here now, only coach ni Yano powers to training grounds. So coach Kanoaka, coach Kanoaka,
Bassidia.
Accra to Lagos. Acha 50 minutes. No, I landed.
Bassidia, so what track
we need to Samayan says form.
But I'm here, I'm having.
Okay, say, yeah, Nigerian journalist interview. What's a born idea? Castle or but
the management, you know,
and the problem.
We are here behind.
I will see so no talent. I know one and baby on Munim so big.
I could do no anybody no.
Free park, and that's why you know chilling.
And also a couple of whom you because I know how they come born, no. Yes, and now Gumuka say, dead dream. Players, no. Ubecha mo tactics, ubecha mo formation. But say Oman Humia. Now there be a way you be also man so. So at us here. And no man I saw you any and no man I saw you any day. Yes, you can I can train you can track it. Ojipa, Bosumi so obedi. To be be the head of person ye bia. Enti the editing there. I'm saying there, I'm saying it. You cannot envy Ogum at this point in time, but you see, and no na Juma. So as I said with me, finding a way. Yes, as I finding a way around it. As I said with me, finding a way around it.
And one of the best youth teams are more performing with the lower divisions.
Any day no. Oh good.
Yes, sir. Creative BB.
Say okasa okoha ko pebia bia na wokonya kakra dia be shim.
Opportunity. Na opportunity e ba na say. Enkura omo boko to youth team. So many opportunity to play in the senior team. Yes, our time here bia. And
almost so odomba bench na o kan masem no. Say potentially next season say if you have to look around for players you can consider them. Yeah. Because someone you're good and they will not be sitting at your bench. Yeah. They are not sitting there for nothing. And anytime there's a crisis and that's a problem, no, these are the ones that you can fall on. And say future prospect to even knock into the senior team. I want a positive but an American, he's a coach and he needs to find a way and go around it. Fortunately, no, MC will devise a means obetimi I get the boys to get a resource for him. And Ninja Mukrano Kotokoda that table no top. Even though a competitive say or you know ultimate say opposite or G League in India because the other teams will be coming. And you will not be in their shoes and easy cry and sincerely I'm said Techima. Now if you touch my call when Chinakwanga
if it when Techima when find between 30-40 minutes.
Oh and the team will stay there and then on the movie tomorrow to the match venue no match. So it means that they will not be lodging at Wenchi. It means that they'll be staying at Techima and then from Techima no na omoko. I'm saying maybe omode to so my be there by
when is that when you see a 1 year town because supporters or
yeah
pa to be quite sometimes you know say fabu sense of say akan tinke bia em fan say ka team ni duro
a movie and nka
bia no player na wi omu players be me sabi omap information centers and radio stations need TV stations maybe my announcement so self abu census yes e ko ya na ye ana mebo
he has always
been and come announce place bi so ye kotoko kitani ade bra na register onto the fabu census
and a bad idea because I think Enra or say Nemi who social media platforms so now so almost say almost aye Fabu census engagement or community engagement they will be moving into communities near that. But I think say almost dovetail into it Kotoko movement to other match venues no baby more support for no team no you take advantage send an advanced team or a group of people no mon sa fencing sensitization no
yeah ball league net team need affairs and money
oh send yes
and
baby team no we need the need
na say I will Liverpool mu ko lusu Carabao we say don't the coach na
esa wani team lose our need
yes
esa na Zakito banism work na ya na ye na kana ya na empese be kan bie enti no ende sa na tie enti I think they are getting closer and you better watch now. Sadly this game will not be on TV and opana obed air draw in our attention and no maybe because we Ghana football more now no can be say Black Stars and there are people who has been thrown out there into the media houses Accra promote Black Stars matches no because the FA thinks they must do that. The local products na diano they careless about it. Sanka care anka the bad publicity na koso because of Insuatraman's pull out any all the other things that goes around it no. Kaba this time come find a means to speak to it. After crowd say league no any opportunity for Ghanaians to even see what is going on no crowd no and no crowd so they seem not to care about it. Honorable Kofi Adams, I say, Obe try so Obe DSTV. No Obe yi matches Super Sports DSTV. Enyo
majority leader.
Majority leader. Okay, I'm Pampaya. Majority leader. I can't say no. I see. Would you? Sisi no. You say ball mama. You say. Ye league no. The nanka kakra na nko mu yi na eno kra na enye. Nye se ne ye ni so. Na enye fe enye de na so na kakra na me afa ne saa no nkra ye onkofo kra mo ye protest o mo hwe ne be se o mani Sakito ye one of them afa de e TV no so kra afa kra de kra and nobody seems to even be ready to say anything about it. It appears to me so omo hwe agro no so no omo mpe agro no se bia say ye hwe so abo ama na tumpon die benya baba ko mboto mu nko a nti yenko di blasters achi yenya budget na yenje na yenko spending na emu ye bottom enye de eno nko ne hia omo nti no ade a ya ha adwen a se emrepam no ye hwe ne ye ka ho asem Ghana football is on nka bebia ni se na si ni trase no ensi ni trase keke na platform move speed na de ba no ehu say ya hwe ya a time will come we will have no choice than to stop talking about it and probably look at any other aspect be and any other be a product be a better one. Boss, send me America cry. Me pacho yen share National Sports Authority. Yenya yambo fankra. Yenya no. Ye de nyame asese waboa na wama yenya no position. Position there obi anya na e de ni giaba. Adwuma na da ho no yaw esuo na no yete say scoreboard enye adwuma floodlight enye adwuma eno bebre ne yese omonko ye ho adwuma ansana match no ko ifiade bedru no etimi abaso yedim say aban abafofo de
wa mane so mongo ye
oh
FIFA
sports minister and so direct sports authority no say omonye ho adwuma anya kaf me o man ka say if kaf na FIFA ho but at least I think the sports minister enti
special
dom ko na say
ya no mo say enyama bebre enti no say fi nu anyina no omo
no ba na light ni ba bia we na ache no akwete stadium man ebu atu amanfo so Ghana oh
so enti ye edim but your mama e say omonye is good omo beye then you be na on botum be de na ye de ni nyina se ne Ghana fo na be kom ho enti ni nyina enye hwe but adwuma no so ye kan no boss ne kase power resource Black Stars benya ma Ghana for if you wo because the Black Stars cannot afford not to win this game as I say omodi show mutrim say the Black Stars cannot falter. Say bia if you don't do na ye better na bia child for o ma be fa 1 point e dey hye de minim so muntimi hye. But say omo bibi ya omo fa show butrim say they need to get results because ono na boku Adams na kan say qualification for the World Cup no ehia ono any Ghana for sene Ghana ni bi ehia mframa no enyina nim sene mframa ho hia yen pa sana wo se World Cup no so de man Ghana for enti we cannot falter, we just can't falter enti bibia so mo ye bia na e the results ni be me bia no e se omo bomodin no mutimi ye boss me pacho Shadi Mami, the GFA communication director, director department director, say directorate. Okay, now no heading, then he's the director, so no problem. Henry Asantu Chung has stated that the government is a key development partner, which is why they visited the Minister of Sports yesterday to strengthen their collaboration. He explained that the visit was also an opportunity to introduce the Executive Council and the Regional Football Association chairman to the minister and discuss football development. Sometimes, and yes, sometimes, but I think, yes, timing is of an essence. Adebi awuye biano. Time na, omudi ko any adewo omudi ko no. It will not achieve its. I think the mindset will be more about the Black Stars than football development in its entirety. Unless introduction, find another time to go and sit properly with the minister and then talk football. But it's a proper football development discussion. Because I am clear that Obia want to talk about the Black Stars and how they will win this game. The focus will be more on the Black Stars than talking about other aspects of the look. Football development is not about the Black Stars. Football development, it is not about the Black Stars. And the media, idea way exercise way. For me, I call it an exercise in futility. And for him, the normal talk shop and it hurts me. This minister is throwing himself in to be hurt by the football people very soon. Boss, say me why na me say I say Honorable Kofi Adams and Obama football people na no na me ya. Because now you develop hope be when you say at least chart a path that will salvage the game. But it doesn't look to me like the Ekika corners are never corner. Because day in, day out, the comment, the actions, and in the BBO Biano, it clearly suggests to say, I say, you experience now. I can't want some and no ebina yes it doesn't give you confidence, it doesn't give you hope. Media, I have started losing trust in the honorable minister.
Sports minister.
I'm telling you.
Honorable Kofi Adams.
Yes. Somebody will say it too early, but a normal now. A normal now.
I flyer be almost say also just to say Uncle CC Cape Coast. Na a new home for the Black Stars.
I or say
so it's in
true.
Interview. No, is there. Or say the voice is on home cry.
So man,
I say Cape Coast cry there. Black Stars matches in Kwane Babo. Until Oria, actually, or can I say, you better buy around me.
Of course, your ball blaster matches or I go no Mujisco. And as I get to Murphy,
Martin kind of Jiska.
The bad day, no Maya, Zagito. You will stay on
blaster match and Jiska be moved.
You will stay on Banco for 45,000, before 50,000. You see, I've tuning in there.
You say, you
Cape Coast, I could go 18 or 20,000.
At least they use the crowd to gain some advantage.
Honorable Kofi Adams.
Yes, Rona. baby ekeka ko no
budget
yes rawa puso ho ebia obi ntikal no mayen say ebia na ne refi ni ho say nipa de bi ho no ma sometimes no e no wetimi ewia wo kakra so ho say bia say refi bi na say bia na on kai ne nkoma won wadie ansana o azumi office the moment ni din ba no ne nkoma odidi ye ene azumi office ni nkoma wodi sese no honorable yes rawa say wan hwe yi a wobedi nkomo mienu won kasa no afefe se ne wano akoye mienu eba ne sa na obema nkofo nya wontam dodo it's too early and I will be catch me say I hear he will be the first minister to be fired by the president meti anya me de meni anya ho I don't want that kind of suggestion to be and I said that kind of mindset crab to be and I say you be so sad no cry na de be to so cry but one here ente na wa makwan mankofo if you said did sa ankomo no as for the match in there a non-negotiable say Blasters will not beat Chad. I know they are non-negotiable. And Tinye no what's an American because Blasters will have to beat Chad. They will have to no choice. You need to be than say you better me. I don't care how we beat them and how many goals. I don't care. All I need is say and one crowd they never but say Chad be bodo akode. Ona wo kran fanchao. They be put on sempa na de ese kato so be catro ye wi na afa dia call mama kan nyina so won ma de kwenti America sa boss o say
aka a minute
o say ono onye satisfied with reasons na efe di man no de entia Otuado da so te hono why Otuado is still at post ono as the minister onye satisfied enti wajai e dia ma time say a man e betre. That is not inspiring on now. That is not inspiring. That is not. It doesn't give confidence. It doesn't inspire trust. It doesn't inspire confidence. Honorable. So therefore, that the culture will say, time frame where they appoint another coach in a short. That it doesn't. Until you then you allow. And why enough, even though you are not satisfied with that kind of answer.
In the last 10 games, before we need 2.
Coaches in the last 10 games, so we need 2. They and say, the fear crowd there a more ding. They and say fear they are open if you cry more ding. And honorable a monk of phone someone and say bank of 4 say, and here you will be the next to be kicked. Or you be the first to be kicked by the present Mama administration, you know. No here now we am as a sports sector na so fado do. I see nya
obiaba say
minister obetra wa check akra.
Nanga me kai say Honorable Kofi Adams omo ni be how to change even how I finance your national teams. One day you the buy and say if you know the FA will not deal directly with the Ministry of Sports.
Yes, on one account.
And the recreation account.
Yeah.
On be delete through the NSA.
Yeah, National Sports Authority. Yes, Mekaipa.
On be delete with the NSA.
Yeah.
Yeah. By FA budget, your mass was straight
to the ministry.
To the minister, Honorable Kofi Adams. Oh, sorry, I know after meeting.
No, it doesn't inspire confidence.
It's one time now, kind of Honorable Kofi Adams. Only so.
You make so one here, no be munu. I hear ya, no be munu. One here, and chekra and Penifosi Teshamaso and Pro. Once the work in so go and chekra them. This will be played back to you.
You go on my smart. And on the run, the Abbey Blasters Committee chairman.
No, meeting simple as Uncle B. Some going now, no, maybe our head, no. Pressure walk cocoa board on them, no. Pressure walk cocoa board on them, no. Because in one area, in terms of government, about sectors of municipal, you show on mine, so no. One of the key areas,
and I also almost spend a whole
yeah. And to share now, we are all introduction of Escone, you know, not only no Timbi. One copy because now so I say, oh, Coco Boronum, no, and yet, until down, so your football, and your football. So, the how we are joking with our issues. na so ayɛ no nyama wo fom kokko boro no no ayɛ sɛ nanim ya no hwɛ na abanye skade yɛ mo nyama mo so mo yɛ kuruma sei no ɛnyɛ bi no betra sa ayɛ sɛ me wa ukɔ introduce na kyerɛ ayi onko sports minister
onya sa da agye no ni
ɛno nim sɛ ɛnɛ me yɛ ranit no you are a minister but be a what no he seems himself even
he must not be necessarily be a minister but a juma na wo ye
no baby a second baby a no he more bigger than
some minister
sports minister and then be around it no now my friend say brana me a sports minister or because also he's a boss on his own today Randy a boss because maybe a what no and now we get on as Randy so now Joe you see spy to kromasi you know what you want to say blasters air bar giddy fire the any approach
5-14 approach
yes ye die ye wi ase bai yen tina sindwene se ma yenya nhihye bia in the next 2 3 4 10 20 years to come how we are going to benefit ye nya bida onu ndia ye nya sade no jibo ye yes ade na kobra ne onye skandi at any point in time yes ye call with sa approach no say yen twen na de ne nsai nti me so me ba so am be budget renovation so me budget ono so nje obe onye ngene 10 years time o and many ya dey no ya so ati be one no 2 years time we will come back here and be talking about renovation o ma yen say o munye skandi and me worry ne say you want paying for where it cut across all political parties and your president na now do buy Kufwa Penso friend say and there your mama ba the late Atamas omunyi now will sit down and be approving monies for these guys to be doing that renovation that will not benefit in the next 2 years me pacho ebo wapcon ana mo kan say amane no wapcon am van yebo na ben is it not about 3 years ago ebo man afcon okuruma say and he says Accra Sports Stadium to the standard that ne betimi ya host man afcon okuruma say 3 years down the lane I say what kind of renovation any year as at that time no it's here there baba yara na esi problem yi anya 1 year ago ya ni 2 years ago ya baba yara ba ne baba yara say biom and at any point in time adwon bone yen adwon bone we tirimnti no ye siesi a ye no said ne be ya one in the next 1 or 2 years e be say biom ya budget ya ko skani edi ena edi kroma say and then Accra Sports look at the state that it is in now. Blasters Bentino ya dia ho prepare. Mutie ya on Franca. I say they are applying the 24-hour economy at the Accra Sports Stadium because they are working 24 hours to make sure say BBOB are on my fix it. And I say the first sector to use 24-hour economy the National Sports Authority. So far, the Munkwane baby, I was almost had to apply 24-hour economy of the Excellency John Damani Mahama. So, giddy. The more you win, Jibo, 1 year we're going to do another renovation of our class stadium. It's minim, quiet, first war, ye and Yama Chromasi. Blasters, yes, and it's all mine, Obia, Edo Blasters. And I'm so World Cup won't put the special World Cup. At the Ghana for Kumosopa. Namen Chadi. How do you compare AFCON qualifiers now? Difference room, where do joint your first joint the same points. And you do first and second. We are playing against the whipping boys in the group. Obiasha Mobi. We have to beat them. Then go to Morocco and beat Madagascar. There will be a because this World Cup next year, baby, air corner. Ghana for who is an opportunity at the moment to crying.
I could have Saba no better now.
And the Mama Sama could do one. Ushuachi,
Sam do Baba.
Ushuachi. Now show fear. Now so Baba, and you are some Ubana. Ubana was a force of Emma Betrefobia.
You know, my child video now.
Message.
Okay, do another copy of Benyasem.
What are some of them? Me too for.
Also, on the corner, walk at your
Maybe I never do on Super So Kobe.
I want to call us a position or
Okonoba.
or sister wouldn't papa now and a few for says, oh, dear Puma.
Oh, Jawa, and the Oma Sama. And we did be a and we set him to qualify. By yet, we should be doing the right thing. Na yenjai gidi way na way just say tambiano ye pe kwa diska who say Kofi Adams na no essence about budget was him because you and I know say do say stage on munye sketi on bonte na kana for munye dede
eno do on tin ka so fa bonte
jibo who na munye
say on fa bonte
ofamba hey what did you
na say any president any ke free juada na bina dey ko dey say ko ni ekruma
Mbacho boss me we dey a futu na me ma
me adai
Mr. Owo bi fura for ni to so Emma the oil come out
o say na me ka say
Emma
o tie ba for me dey say bebo Emma o it wona me twen but dem be say me che ne say o man panyin timi nyina o man ni nyina anim en hye yebo na ye kukuro mponie
Emma
na ba fo ye be so a
Mbacho Emma
de nyajai
na hwe
ena ke free juada ko ye so e betene ko
aje na ye de ko match ni sisi ye time no ye ni time
no na wonim se sanyo man ba fo se wo ba na be hye Ghana fo bo e wo sanyo man ho na wanya ene ma Ghana fo bebre na yi o musunsun free team na chi
before
na be ka se mo ekire Ghana fo I to Ghana fo team o de say the Blasters ye de budget e ba bonten say de bi obi abehu sika e ka ye bo Blasters on na so kata so a na fiada na wo hwe Ghana fo anim se Emna Stadium mo support Blaster na fa be your political campaign abafo
kotie
na fa be your political campaign
kotie Kofi Adams tama na match na nyamba ya no tama na ye appoint no tama na ye interviews no ne abre na scan da bi e se Ghana fo hu e so bi hu enra utie ne interview ya the position has changed because I feel no budget na akwade nanim they will go hey we be any say you I didn't know nanim that is now they know that this is how they have to get money I'm for that one thing na mumbo hu tokuro I say hey we omukodi that be onya sade no emba jibo se ofe kotoko team na mo call aboy na no more only 3 senior players on the bench Baba Eduku and Entry then Chum goalkeeper no so team but say 4 senior players on the bench and on the Abdul so striker na o bibi Abdul I don't name no Isaka Abdul and now Kodi also to bench and Vitus and so now at the bench. These are the 3 young players. I'm the car 4 on A7. And I'm going to bench on that day. Tell me what to cry video. Me share near me. So obi hu tenedua. No won't be. Oh okay because when you knock, I don't mean if first half no. And so when I say stay down until it look like say squad no mo to cry no biom. Because based on what obi ahun ton. There away some man partner no. So one more no near boy ablo na so so na se na pra ati we so me so me hu no on ka ho jibo so hu eti se sa team na mo de ko aboy no that is why Ogum is complaining team na mo de ko aboy no they have to use the same team ewo ochena against young apostles and in terms of player-wise, in terms of squad depth, because of injuries and suspension, you know, they are more like a kakra. yes ana e the fatigue ebum but you know we can say me say research stage we are team kese bia that is why you have to prioritize your youth team and the team kese bia every day because their youth team is strong you know so more problem they go back to what the youth team because ebia time a own team koto player and every big team bia o make sure say your youth team is strong send the beya you go there and pick someone and come and then okay Liverpool Elliot we din no ko fa na free nkura ne bae jara kwanza omunya problem na ko fa na from nkura mu ona bae na obebo obi Manchester United e was similar problem nkura yi ya no mako ya fa bia ba na anu yayi se me say similar mu strike bia ya mako fa na from nkura ne mu strike yi fa ne say Kamada waro omodi na ba no obobi Real Madrid Asensio yi e nkura ne mu a enti we a big team the more you big they say you youth team is strong and say do the thing asemsi na window na cross na untin to you rely on that because big teams no youth team players no got team sinketo na almost start o but because AC Milan Real Madrid Manchester Liverpool that almost come top players in most youth team players or start teams in my obre because almost car they can go and buy and fix.
They say chromatic so. They say obia man youth team na strong. I
strong. Omo chance am omo bobi.
Anya we season ni no. We do bo 2 or 3 players bi omo do omo fi youth team ma.
Abe
first team no.
And I tell you say if the youth team okotokona ye hu no so far omo ball no sa na tie de ya. We a time I say ogum so utilize onkwala no. Because now we are force majeure. Until to play at this window, so you have no option than to give the boys a chance. Say we are there, you give them chance. Say most of them Bobby, because why are you careful? Now, we boys so no break to do. Boss Bobby, I'm about 30 minutes no break near show. So you give other guys chance. Say most of Bobby, Sanabaya, and we are there. You come in and come and help. Okay, be about Fabu Senso, no jibo. Na me di
okay.
Me no ya adwen say they should add it to or more programs or more to kwan ko krobia ko bobola send o kan nkomo ko wenti so omo your stop over omo dem po techi mai entinka omo contem na omo ye a program say bia kotoko ewo this venue and to support the scene now we are doing activation for Fabu sensors. Do you imagine the number of people that you get in Techimai? Say register onto the Fabu sensors. Ebia wenti at this time team no activation Fabu sensors. Enti my money look like because as a target no is Kumasi and ebia boche for no. And so far target no I am the main target. But less yentresium. Some na beya now kotoko add into the program say omu to kwa ko velu bia na de omo contem to go and do activation there. And think before omo kono yedika aye announcement say kotoko will be at this venue from this time to this time to do activation for Fabu sensors. I think say no ya say they should plan and add into their program. Mama man say kumasi nkuwa. There are a lot of supporters or more baby Techimai. So I only Techimai be only say kotoko a lot of supporters there. When they have a lot of supporters there. All week be on team kumasi me kotoko ball. But be a month. So I'll trade the dues at the team no be ne kakra. Then at least no more about hombra na enyama akon. I think say they should consider this option as instead be omu to kwa we bia na omo fan come program then they do the activations at that region now more kono sanabaya they will get more people on board or say ba you be come match na nkasa muni ahwe the akoso ba one thing is very clear say this GFA obed na no omo di protocol so ba say when ya bre that day na ufye ayi jubed pan ni abre na okenkan and away ye de adwuma e be ye wey kwa na obedi ni abre na okenkan the efi na no ebu omumra no se ode ye hu se young apostles ehia omo papa awon kire ekomo ku omo nti de sremo omo kobo no wo e kire se ye koma se no ye ntimi nya de papa mani because of politics nti but jibo onu akaka apostles omo kire omo ko ko match ni o
ti nya na bibia omo nye
nti e se omo kobo
Selben aminti oi
Semna doso. Nesina. Edu webina spirit no from.
My microphone is okay.
Okay. Edu webina spirit no from. Ko tie boys ni Germany bia. Edi hiti morana. Etimi abom bibia etimi. Ko jibo.
Na spirit no from.
Oh, so sheni o my course system no mo aya.
Ede na course.
Semna doso. So no no Panameka Ghana Premier League Ember TV so nasem. Na ayare ho sem pa na ya asem no ye tweet no te say oh on say enioma timie basasa na ba be ye normal na ore fi tete no del na udi ni na say oh wadi atomu sa be ho na ye say ye ball na be duro especially we obi a jibo wani ji Ghana Premier League no ho a open nkomo kan ana open one asem kan de bia na ara ho because you feel like things are just not in the right direction. Jibo 2025 nye wono asem na ya na edidi agro anopana me kana asem mu bisere 2025 nye wono asante kotoko hard to folk jibo yenka all matches so say has ne kotoko matches yentimi ntwamba TV so emobi internet nya bi nhwe 2025 jibo yanko archives mu kakra ne ndi nkomo 15 years ago, the website of Ghana Football Association, FA signs a broadcast deal for the league. 15 years ago, internet in the same chantro, and it says article has a natural the number of years. OMP has secured the television production and broadcast right for the Glow Premier League organized by the Ghana Football Association. Sentence we hope from the beginning. 15 years ago, that is 2010. Jibo, 2010. Na Ghana Premier League no headline sponsor. Near Obi and Din Daso into Kaya. Or say then where FA website to when you Ghana Soccer Net and now obed.com FA website. And I see OMP have secured the television production and broadcast rights for the Glow Ghana Premier League organized by the GFA. The league no Glow na Din Daso. So there was a headline sponsor. And he has TV right and broadcast sponsor as I had 15 years ago. Minyanko Skanu. After 15 years, what do you expect? Abraboni ya body akwe nim. Ese wo jina ha. Akola 15 years 2010 no. Gibo ya wonu 2000 years or 10 years and or 25 years. Or to aba me yi, or wu me yi. Na braboni njina prekope we nyini. So in a natural sense, as I say nyini e we bibia yim. 15 years ago, you need headline sponsor. 15 years ago, your headline sponsor Glow. Say see any be into a Ghana Premier League. Ubi anywhere any dia Jibo on the APS Kamaye. And last year about headless Premier League. Last year, 100 sponsor league, you know. And I mean a minimum. Last year, 100 sponsor league. There be last year start time so. Last year any headline sponsor.
Na I bet for what
Last year I bet for.
headline sponsor ni enibi.
Then TV rights ni enibi. Now can kwasia Jibo. The deal is worth 1.7 million Ghana cedis. 2010 na enye titisika no. Ni edisika no no. Na 1.7 million Ghana cedis. And I know be a tabira wotua Ediama Ghana Premier League no, for 3 years. Entina time almost signed deal Jibo near about half of the season. OMP etua 300,000 Ghana cedis for the remainder of the second round. 300,000 and 3 billion. 3 billion. 300,000 Ghana cedis. And then 1 cedi Ukraine from broadcast sponsor. 1 cedi Boyenya. So apart from say 15 years ago, the clubs are not getting any financial package from matches you on TV. So no, the matches itself is not even on TV. That is how low and how I decline when it comes to the Ghana Premier League. In terms of Bia League, no, wakome to say any in the next 10 years in year because based on evidence that I show from 15 years till now, no, what will happen if you move at this same rate in the next 10 years? What will be the state of the Ghana Premier League? Can you see any headline sponsor? And you know, be cram and insane chatball no TV so man function. Now, that is the sad aspect of the conversation, Jibo. Enti, you be saying, more lead the ball, no more anything. They say, you have start league near the television station, so only free. I'm an Triesca. And OMP is an metro. Metro, mono. Yes, OMP a metro. It's member. Member, I can see him no. That was 15 years ago, metro. And then that same metro ni here on Triesca. And then that same metro, no, you can panic also without paying a single penny. That's no more they say. I'm on Triesca, but 15 years ago they were paying. Now they entire globe for this woman you be able. Kotokoko bones water. Zakubet me a check. Time and Tokani see you know. And on my announcement so be a ultra be enjoy. And on Rosse cameraman back was raw. Emma never share from. Emma brand any pry. Kotkoni is water.
Ah, okay. Send no more announcements no be enjoy the.
No, so much na globe TV.
Oh yeah, the papa will be a movie.
So much no, not globe phone na nature. Nenye air no. And we yes out to chop more yes sell my camera mu up to date FNN can oshe. And after the league in the bar back no my pom baby atana. No come no wine. No for say come aboard thing and my pom baby atana. And na o ma ho di mu no. O mo decide say ba te say o bunu ne e ba ha say no. Say AFF one ntimi ba o mu ntwent come out we no. Kotoko young apostles. Cause o mo kra de. O mo timi ko twa when matches start Techima matches be me because omo you based in Techima. By a pro cameraman I saw cameras. Nothing from the FA. Your opinion in the transfers here away. Mami pembe bintra. Mami pembe bintra. Et what was so bia or Ben League ni say. Or person Boama League ni tu pon biana. Near the Suman tan tire pamono.
Now I never boy
nothing can state here woman can manage this. Oh, Jibo.
That's all my boy.
Boy. Ah, Bobby.
Na liga ya boy. Obi abefa league no. I will try league. Clubs in your free. Ono ton league ni the Giska.
Clubs nanga so many.
The advert kese. The Google suji huska. Clubs yo munyare. Then they were jaya. Nya clubs you can no masum jomo. Now before we product be did hu abro nyare.
That was a conversation between the head and the TV station.
I say my clubs no.
That is how it my clubs no.
Omun twade clubs.
Some say omo match ombo against Kotoko. They had exceptional players. Obi ehun video.
Exceptional players.
They had players who played well. Obi ehun video.
Na yenya dai.
Ah. Tibo.
That
is how poor
Yemo been go trying free.
Debbie. Obianka, the free now mutual. It's not the ideal situation. And you don't need the epic.
What is the benefit of it?
TMA. What's the benefit? Awesome. What they may call benefit. The may can you say? Nka benefit is here. Nyani say almost sign a deal to say the American. Nanka clubs then yeska. But omen timi anyesa. But to galvanize and help improve the love for the league, there should be some form of video evidence. Say even weekends you do. No, because Oyi Ghana Oyi Ebia match highlighter. Obenya Ghana Premier League DAE. Say, Opotra, Yambo has any young apostles, no, any betchem new got any young apostles in Monday television stations are all what trase. No more per match say as highlighter. Omunya binyi. Ah, send ye now grown ye gonna jibo.
Bafo. Eba cho asemi de Bramuna. Na judge my.
Nessa who go agrono.
Enya agro ni.
Ye catch him so munya ni ye.
Obeduti. Baby, anywhere ni ye bobo
What's the sound common?
There be me ba me se sound common.
What's the sound of what the call benefit? Ye beba benefit. The American say send your boy ni be 2 pound. Ye beba benefit to the class.
Na boy 2 pound ye benefit ni bi no.
Ye beba benefit to the class.
And above for the American boy.
Different conversation.
Boy 2 pound ye benefit.
Who di na ni nya no bi da me.
Dey be say me chene say obed wo te hey. Aye do abesi TV swing. Aye twa wi. Say wo sori anopa da bia na obi atwa wo bed. No dey akoto ni page. No be a sorry anopa no be atwa wo bed. No dey akoto ni page, no dey promote ni page a. When nye ho.
Me say.
And about for the make me boy. Anya dia woni be
different.
So what I'm trying to say ni say
if me pay promotion and obi ma me free promo, I'll be okay.
Do say clubs omo ye interested in free promo.
Say me pay promotion. Say me pesa asema American ekọ akiri. Na me nya adofo bebre for the meantime. Na duru ba bia me nya adofo bebre madania triska. Me ba. Ntina me ka say we are having two different conversations. There be ye twa enye.
O the clubs na akran for social media.
Na clubs omo ni bi omo he.
Amunya o de na se edu anomo ye. Anya league.
Na next year Embo league ani enya bo ni bi hwe.
Anya league we ne ye bo a obed. Ye kokon obi won su atreman. Me bo me ba. Me se sa no me ba o de wetin point ase. Ye kokon obi won su atreman. I see em fix CCTV camera near will be anka CCTV no. Kebe me hu nipa kro. Mo see em fanko next year. Now who try be product free. Who try be product free. Now for your ma kwa ma who try be ma. If the proper contract between the FA, the TV station and the clubs are can so atema for betia stop almost mo muncha and asama te so mo bincha. It's because clubs say they are not benefiting. And they kotoko tuwe so be ba kumanze se so betwa obeti aka yesime ma ntwa ye nye ni hu
ba kotoko my FSSA or my videos will be okay.
And you kotoko
or my born nearby life will be okay.
We
are talking about two different things. We will come to the financial benefits and all. But the can say in improving the standard of the league and the coverage around the league, it is wrong. If see a bebo match we now man focus on TV so no even match highlighter omunya videos to even show highlight of the Ghana Premier League
this year na yemfancheni
this year the change ye we have there be the change ye
yemfancheni nkone sa
ogwasa na agro na ugu no that's the point I'm trying to make. So after that here we are ye beba why Oman put in measures to have financial packages for the clubs and only a different conversation but the can say baby aduru no born senke 15 years ago, near you be money PS Kamaye. Near you be more matches in my mouth for she. Say, Yabikura. And the sad aspect is Nippano Bemo Beso Mufrino. Yansam to Tunyo May Ama Nippana Sacheno. So moving forward, game on Yaguno. I want a member. That is my point. What would you about the benefit to the clubs? Is another subject altogether. But
Nadiana Yecha, one should be the first beneficiary. It's the clubs.
There are so many ways of benefit. There are so many ways of benefit. Anti-amount for no motive.
The first beneficiary should be the clubs.
Whom are we selling the game? We are selling the game to customers.
And how many are selling? And you got to connect has ni teams ni go jina park so. And you try money selling my customers. Na your bar store na renew a day never to. One will store a be a 2 a.m. turn here or how man for rooms on go to there.
Na born say gusubo.
Entina make say
nti bo na egusu bo na customers for instance say ko betim supporters do say they betimi edi team na chi akobetim je bebo boy na wie na ye do 2025 je betia ne say bo na 1-1
eno
obi ahu hwe
eno
ne say how is this eno
Obed ayi ayeboyi league ayeboyi any telecast dey mai a wo kan ho asemi dey me bisa won say e dey pa na enya wo telecast
jibo Bonnie and Jaibo, we are still playing the game. And once we are still playing, we owe it a duty to people at Your Mobile Stadium for them to see what is going on at the stadium.
But not for free. Simple as that.
Now, I'm starting Jibo, I'm starting free. I'm starting free, now I'm for Tiesika. And why and your man declining? I want I'm starting free. So I'm not campaigning or appreciating the fact that Yabo Ghana Premier League, Yen Tiesika teams. Come start free baby. Emre bi atwam. Me enyo obi mani TS come here born. That's 15 years ago. And I made sure say I drop here about do this level. But about do this level na nkyere say yen santra emen san kodich mu biem. That is the point I'm trying to make. Because we need to raise new lovers for Ghana football.
Two Sakabeje.
Na your true coverage ya na enya bihwe.
Coverage we the level ba.
Enya true coverage. Enya true coverage ya na enya bihwe.
Coverage akọhwa. Wan fi wani ade ani aye fita wan fi wani kwa hu we the levels ba. Ade bu ha wo ya Obed. Ade bu ha wo ya. Obi kura akọhwe kura any time.
Nti what's the best option?
Yenya next year ni aye ni. That's the best. League no mu twa na dey benefit na yenya. Uti TV achikwa na ha no wani yo ya. Obi TV station pay me twa league one have because on the phone na
twa. Nti for 0.
It's better.
0 is better than half.
It's better.
Adebu aguna
bebu ko.
Yentimi nko wanchi. Je be wie ball no. Na wanya hwe anhwe oball.
Nobody eti hey. League ya boy.
Jibo I be na aye say.
The whole week away.
I be na Jibo aye say.
2 league centers spend the whole videos.
And that is what you are saying say it is wrong. Ya just say e wrong. But any question say to quarter kwa.
But Obed, in as much as I agree with you with position,
they see about through 0.
The games must be on TV. A must.
Or even highlights. Match
highlights must be on TV. And the modern day world, dear, you cannot have football competitions going on. Not any TV So I agree with you. But Obed, we would not have been 0 if we had taken the right decisions. For instance, I clear say, if you know, omu decide say, omu the game no better. And your first time new, mind Black Stars matches, Almighty Ghana Television, omu nya access to, and is given to private stations associated with the FNO and omu call for. Omo graduate fi ho pe and on bar afi the local league and then also so chiche dem a omo namfofo. When they were taking these decisions, some of us red flag. Say ade ankofo yiye e won so because I clear say those TV stations doesn't have the ability, the capacity to go the long haul.
I criticize the kind of coverage.
Which will crowd say stop because stop that. Jibo, that is the option available. Unless there's a better option. For instance, you do love what clubs do say they can show the game on their platforms, giving us another alternative. Then we fall on that alternative. But I say clubs not there yet. Kwa against Samates. Up to date. Kotko Sabates. The only video available is the Kotko media, the Babon thing. How can we run a league like this?
I think
it's a boy now, a boy, and the time I gave in the Kosono. Obia would the Koso, nothing.
In as much as I agree with you, say the games must be on TV. Something where the Jibu Akan, I'm so Okrawaka. The clubs must find a way, get their games on TV.
If that option is there,
and can you also use social media platforms?
No problem.
No more because
doesn't mean say can be any be any akotem.
There be yes I be wu kwem.
Yes I be wu. And be here no.
Born na yi ni ewu.
Na league dey bo anya wu ni e.
Unim. Enche ye nyina sunsun so aso no.
No, nobody is saying say
we are not saying you cannot have football today and it is on TV. How right?
That is the point I'm trying to make.
It is not right.
But it doesn't mean say
but
Bibia na afa.
Sisi ya.
Obed e kom de wa. Enye Bibia na also man wadi o.
Even if you are crowd see just over trying man abi.
Enye Bibia na also man wadi o. So what the me chance?
Come de Bibia na depending on who state say the edi wo ba. Uni edi wo ba. Uni when dia wo. Uni etube problem undi no e udi a so bibi e udi a obewu a una se we kotoko beku ma no mu ye look
de omu ye
no right
o de ate
in a short say omu pay adini ye pa quickly they should revert and give the league back to the GTV immediately.
Have they shown that they have the capability?
GTV they have it more than all the TV stations omu ye no GTV was am and broso GTV was the capacity, everything because to show even more.
I see Ghana for toward the Ghana Premier League. No more interest in the Premier League. I'm not sure. Say, Alpha TV, Globe TV, and no one more coverage extra than GTV.
See that.
people are just using the league for their personal interest.
No,
member
TV no so dey jibo ene dey oka dey a metimi no atwe akopim member no dey that should be the last option but they say
what I'm trying to say
on TV and there
obi aka say man dey TV
na so dey say member
but the be na be TV be kum nipa dey me ma ne ma amakura kaye
because it is drying the clubs. It is running the clubs. It draining omo. Nkofo a bad vet. Obu yima is not bad vet. No one yeske go mbutum. The clubs get nothing. That one mean nobody.
Say you go na here. Say it say the here.
Enche. Wa aba betna ha.
Me. David dem complain o.
The games must be on TV. I know there. I must do. And yes,
the games must be on TV. How we are say they are draining the clubs.
And so they should get it on TV. Because there are TVs that are there that can get the games on. It's not like a bini one I say you need choice in Tino. I say we have to stick to one. Your choice. There are the TVs that are there. For instance, here
now also yeah, we have budget now they are come buying. Opa buying sika they are blasters and they nyɛ now our league now watching now we know be money.
All African games. All African games. Story about GTV had to lease it out to 3 different companies before they showed it.
Now but Ghana Premier League now all African games affect TV for better go try.
Jibo. GTV
and now I
don't want to go into that. Maybe point na mama making here say. Maybe point na mama making here say. We are at a position that is not right. First and first. Ye drubre bia ni enyanko fo mo mutueska eyi ball no e magana fo nyina he.
Yes. Even that was then. And then mo
fo tueska clear about the level la. Ye nyo bia ma ni.
Kofo say chomochi ma.
Say etuwe. Ye nyo bia ma ni nyi.
Next year na ayi ni.
Because yes no.
Yes,
and then nkofo tueska pa ni eyi ball no. And then the dey che.
How league na ye ball no. Fafo ni mo man for start your mutwe. And a league near Akona, can do second run your start time for Becomama.
Comama. And I say, go for no go for so. Go for no. And yes, I almost want terminated contract. No, you how the contract with the airline to the level just one day. Wake up and free contract obey.
That is what some of us are talking about.
Said there. Pole we by here. Has no kotokodin shegu a sibimu ha yemfa next year. Na se say yentimi nye no league ni kwa Manchester kakra no so
e be kakra mu di phone na be analysis mu di phone video bi be twa na be analysis
05361616070201 941461 obetia frɛ na so waba so Victorious Collins there's one na adwuma yɛ dodo say o say ohia baba a obetimi aboa na Ade we be barbering shop ana. O de Victorious meba. Udi me be akasa finado asma to aso.
Saga.
Yes sir. Okay, Gabito yanko.
The American say ye the radiator say crobia akwa kuduru wenti. Empire ye gba say Yakupon boa. E kire be timi edin kuni. Bo no e ma tele dia ba de Yakupon boa. Ye be kwa kwata timi me da say.
Okay, yes, you are say. Yentoaso. Mudim baby akasa finado asma to aso. Hello. Okay, we're free so. Yankwa. Udin baby akasa finado asma to aso. About your own man so mama why?
Good
evening. Okay, but you.
Magana the best I got to corner a bomb pie so much no more than 9 million my into me gab mukakra. Yes, and no one in pie bonner and Nikuso.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Yeah, twaso. Udin baby akasa finado asma twaso.
Ikasa come once a Greek.
Edino.
Different point.
Opanye from point yetiu.
Jibo, Mr. Wasema work and all. You over there can I was saying what in a seman. Jibo de who can they say who now gonna because I have one arm me. Indeed, make a more plan answer so from one. Maybe more. Yes, I who's a commo phone. Tax. I yes, you are coming to be so best now. I go to Mama. And this will be uncle, dear Opama. I know it said. And hopefully, now one is sooner you have a woman.